folks, and welcome back to the channel. And I come here today with an admission to you, and that is that I have done something that I did not expect to do for the Fatboy here. Now, I put out a video several months back, and I went through some of the modifications that I might want to do over the winter. So one of them was apes, which, as you can see, they're on there. Another one was a different air cleaner setup, which I also did not that long ago. And I also talked about probably a sissy bar for the bike. The reason for the sissy bar would be to strap a bag to if I was going to go somewhere overnight, over the weekend, whatever. So I started looking around at the Saddlebags online, and I looked at what Harley had, and I did not like the styling of what they offered. I looked around online further aftermarket, and I didn't really like a whole lot of the things I saw there either, and the stuff I did like was very expensive. But I don't really plan on spending, you know, $1,000 on a sissy bar. It just didn't make sense to me. So I thought, I'm just gonna have a look at the Saddlebags. So I started looking at Saddlebags. I looked at Harley's again. Nothing wrong with them, but I think the cheapest ones for a Fatboy like this were, I think they're about 1,100 bucks Canadian before tax and probably a dealer markup. And that didn't really work for me either. I didn't want to spend a ton of money. So I kept looking, and I ended up finding these guys. So these are the Kuryakyn Momentum Outrider Saddlebags, and these guys were on sale through JP Cycles. It took about 4 days to get them, so they came really quick, and we're gonna have a look at them right now. Okay, so here they are. As you can see, they've got a nice kind of a contour shape. We've got the little logo on the side, and these bags are throw-over bags. So they're not bags that you have to install any mounts, anything like that. So there you go. They adjust here, and it's Velcro, a lot of Velcro. So it seems like they would hold pretty good. They're highly adjustable, so there shouldn't be any problem fitting them over a Fatboy fender with that big fat tire on it. They do have zippers on the sides here. I did read in the reviews that sometimes these zippers will want to start unzipping on their own in the wind, but we'll see if that happens. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So as you can see, we've got the front here. We've got a little pocket here. We've got another pocket here. Come to the side. You do have another pocket right on the side as well. If I can get it open. There we go. You can see in there, should hold everything good. Look at the back. You've got these little dealies on there. I'm not sure what you're going to put in there, but they look like they'd hold a shotgun shell pretty good. So there's an idea. We got zippers on either side of these bad boys to open up here. As you can see, you got a fair amount of room in there. You've got a divider in here. These are both set up the same on either one. You've got other little pouches on the top here as well. And these also come with a couple other things. They come with some rain bags, which is good. You get caught out in the rain, you can slip these over top, and you should be good to go. Also thing you're gonna get with these is you're gonna get a bag of straps to tie them down. You've got some instructions here. I did read the instructions weren't all that great, but we're gonna see how they work. But now, the big question that I know is on all your minds right now is, well, how many beer can I fit in them? And I am going to show you right now. So this is just one saddlebag, and you can see I had 10 beer in the fridge, so we've got 10 beer in there right now, and they fit very comfortably. You could fit probably at least another 4 in there, and on top of that, you can also throw in your bottle of Jack, and then boom, you're good to go for the weekend. But let's go see what these things look like when they're on the bike. So there they are on the bike, and I will say they do not look too bad. As you can see on the adjustment here, I probably adjusted them maybe out an inch, but there's a ton of more adjustment here, so that is not an issue at all. Also, on the bottom of these and on the back side of the bags, there's kind of almost like a slightly rubbery type material that is supposed to not leave scratches. So I guess we'll find out. Now, the one thing I'll say about these bags is there are no instructions technically for how to strap these down and mount them because they're a universal fit. Which means that you're kind of left up to whatever you can think of to strap them down. And quite frankly, it's the shits. Like, it's terrible. That's definitely one thing I would say about these is it's not that great at all. So on these bags, you've got back here on the back side, you've got D-rings hidden under here. There's one here, there's one on the bottom, there's one on all 4 corners. You've got the straps that come with them that clip on there. So this one, how I mounted this, as you can see, I went down around the bottom there and then up. But this is just Velcro. So how well that's going to hold together, I don't know. But I tried finding other spots to mount it, and it just didn't work out. So I went with that. There's nothing mounted on the back side. On this side, now I kept the swing arm bag on, which didn't really make a difference. But as you can see here, I mounted this right around that passenger peg. So it's on there. Like, the bags aren't going to fly off, but I mean, at the same time, you know, they've got a fair amount of play to them. You know, they slide back and forth. They're not going to come off, but they're not the stablest either. I'm hoping, anyway, that once a guy gets some weight in them and you're sitting in front of them, it shouldn't be a big problem. But we'll kind of see what happens. So there you go. We got them on. I think they look good. I don't have a problem with that. But like I say, with the universal fit and trying to find a place to mount them properly is the shits, quite frankly. And hey, that's what you get when you buy something that's supposed to be universal, right? That's, I suppose, why you spend the money on a more expensive set of bags. For example, the Harley bags would have mounted right on there, wouldn't have had to worry about that, but they're also probably about $700 or $800 more than these were. So, meh, that's the way it goes. The one thing I will say, though, is at least being a universal bag, I don't have to just use them on a Fatboy. If, you know, if someday I got another bike, I could use them on that bike. You know, they're not just specific to that bike. The Sportster I have here, you know, I could throw them on there and use that. So, not a big deal, but that's it for today. I'd love to be able to take this out on the highway and see how these bags hold up, but the weather still isn't cooperating enough to do that. It's actually below 0 right now, I think, at least 3-4 degrees below 0. But if the weather actually cooperates and it does what the forecast says it's going to do for this next week, there is a very good possibility that next week I will be out on the bike, and as soon as I get a chance to find out what these bags are going to act like, I will let you know, and I will have a review on that. But anyway, for now, I've taken up enough of your time. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Have a drink, and we'll see you later.